Hello everybody, welcome back. In this video we are going to create our door for our vehicle. So for creating door we can just create a plane here, and then we can just go to edit mode, or Y actually, or Y 90 degree. Oh sorry, what happens, Y 90 degree, and then we can just move it here and here as well. Then we can press 3 for side view, S to scale it, and then we can just move it to right position. Again we will select it, and we can scale it to Z axis till here maybe. Yeah, this much is good, and then we'll just move it little bit here. Okay, that's nice. Now we will just add some loops, Control R, and then we can create some loops here. I think 5 loops are enough in the beginning. 2, 3, 4, 5, and then later on we will create some more loops. I think we have to create some more loops, so Control R. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 loops are good, and to this side 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 loops are good. Now we'll just hide other things because we don't need actually these things to be visible. So I will just hide the tire and etc., and seats etc. as well. And then we will just go to vertices. We will just select these vertices we don't need. We will just delete these vertices. We will select this vertex and we'll move further here maybe. Okay, and then this one, fine. We will just move these vertices as well, so that we are getting the shape of basic shape of tire. And then this one, that's good, we have the basic shape. Now for these vertices we will also move these vertices. Actually we can delete these vertices as well if we want to do so, but I think we should move these vertices. I would just select this vertex, and just for, I think from this vertex we are just better to go. So like this, like this, and I will just move it a little bit more, and then the last vertex, you can see we can move the last vertex here. Okay, so this will be the spot, okay, from where we will just create this type of loop. So I will just hide this front body, and now we will just move the vertices. So let's move these vertices as well similarly, and we will just move the vertices one by one to create a just like a corner type shape to this door. Okay, so we will just enable the front body. We will check how much we need. So I think we have we should have mirror till here maybe, so we can just add a loop here. Okay, so this will be the border of the mirror, and here we need one more loop, and yeah, and then we need a loop here. That's good. Now we'll just organize these vertices, and now we can just move this, and we can start moving these vertices. So we'll organize the door in a better shape, and then after that we will move further, and let's see how we will do that. And as you can see, And this one, I think before that I will just enable the front body, and you can see this type of cut, and the other cut is here, and yeah, we need to move that one as well. So for this we'll just move this section, and this section like this. Okay, and now you can see that we have this loop, and we will just select this loop, and we'll just move this loop little bit here, okay, on the corner. So now this will be our mirror. So for the mirror we will just select this section till here, okay, and this will be the mirror. So we will just press E to extrude, and we will just press X to x-axis like this, and that's nice. We have our mirror in place. We can just add the subdivision surface, and we can see the result. You can see that's good. And also we can add solidify modifier so that we can see our door from both sides in unity. Okay, that's very nice. Now the other thing is that you can see that the door is not accurate with the border, although you can see from the back it's quite good, but from the front it's not good. So we will just move these vertices, and we can move these vertices in proportional editing mode so that we can hold the corners as well. Okay, so I will just move these vertices, and then we will just move further, and we will see that how we can do other things as well. So I will just move these vertices by selecting vertex. We will just go to proportional editing, select vertex, and we can just press G, and we can make this thing. If we move it, you can see a bigger proportion, and definitely you can move this door like this if you want to do so. And with this you can see this type of problems. So we can select this vertex, and we can move with this vertex a little bit inside and also a little bit outside like this, and you will get something better. Okay, similarly we can select this this section, maybe the corner. Where is the corner? Okay, this is outside the bounds, so we'll just move it like this, and now we'll just move it outside, and you can see the result. Okay, so with proportional editing it's quite better to move things like this, and then when we need to move things a little bit lesser, then we will select it. We will press G. We will just scroll key. We can just make it a little bit small, and then we will just move it with lower proportions. Okay, like this. So that's nice. We have our door at right place, I think so. So when we are happy with the result, we will move further, and we will see that what else we can do. So now we will create the this section, which is the handle one. So for handle we can just create a loop here. We will create another loop here, and one loop I will just create here maybe, and then we can select this vertex, and actually one more loop, and this vertex and this vertex, and we can delete these vertices, and then we can just join those two sections. But you can see this is quite bigger area, so we don't want to extrude it too much. So I will just add another loop here, and one loop here maybe, and then we can select these two sections. Now we have a lesser loop extrusion, so we will select this loop, shift alt click this loop, and we will just extrude it to x-axis like this, extrude it to x-axis, extrude it to x-axis like this, and here we can just make it to circle. So these are two circles. We can press S to scale it, and before that actually we want to remove this proportional editing. We will just select S to scale it. Now we will just select one loop. We will select this loop, and we can press rotation, and we can enable the rotation and just rotate it like this. And here we can select this loop, and we can rotate it to that side as well, and then we can just select both loops, and we will just bridge these loops, and you can see the result, which is quite good, although we have little bit of problems. So I will just create 3 loops in the middle, and we will just move these loops a little bit outside, and if we apply the subdivision surface, you can see the nice result. But here you can see this problem. Okay, and if we go to shade smooth, you will see this problem in a bigger way. Okay, so this problem is too big. So for solving this problem, this is actually the vertices problem. So we can, what we can do, we can just select we will just select the door. We will just select, go to edit mode, and we will right click, we will select everything, right click, go to merge vertices by distance, and we will press shift N for normals, and now you can see that we have solved this issue. And now we can definitely apply the solidify and subdivision surface to see our result, which is quite good. And now we will just do the interiors, and for that we will just remove the front body for this time, and we will just go to edit, and again I will just remove it, and you can see the inner side of this shape is not too good, and for that we can just select this loop with alt and shift click, and we can press F to fill out the faces, and similarly with this loop we can just fill out the faces, save it, and now you will see that we have a nice result, although this result is not too good, but it's okay. But if you want to solve this issue as well, and then the similar option, we can select everything, right click, merge vertices by distance, and shift N for normals, and you will see that this issue is quite fixed. Okay, to the certain position, and if we increase these vertices, we will get some better results. Okay, but I will just keep it to 2, not too much. And now we will just create the interior of the door. We will select it, and we will just select these the inner section. So for inner section, we can just select this loop from here to here, and everything, I think, like this. And because we will extrude this section, so before extrusion, I think we should, or what we should do, that we should duplicate this first, because if we extrude it right away, it will create a problem here, and it will extrude everything inside. Okay, so it will be a big problem. So before that, we will just press shift D to duplicate, and then x-axis, and we can duplicate it to x-axis like this. Okay, so now we have the another object here, not object, another part of this thing, and then we can just press EX, and we will extrude it little bit, and then again EX, and we will extrude it to the bigger area like this. Okay, so now you can see we have this selection. I will just select everything, right click, merge vertex by distance again, and shift N for normals, and that will fill out this type of this area, and this is quite good. Now what we will what else we need is that we need to extrude in the section, certain sections. So we will select this thing, this area till, I think we can create a loop here. So we can select now this area till here maybe. So I think this one as well. And also we can just choose this section, but before that I will just create a loop here. So for like this, okay, and this loop will absolutely work for us, and I will show you how it will work. So not this one, and this one till this one, like this, and till this, and then we can just also I will just extrude some back section as well. So for back I will just start from here to here, and then this one, yeah, this much is fine, okay, and then we can just extrude it to x-axis, and we'll just extrude it inside like this, okay. That's very nice. So now if we see this in a normal view, you can see that we have this type of shape, and definitely again when we will finalize, we will just apply normals, and it will solve our issues. So here we need some buttons, so we'll just create a inner loop here, and also here, and here as well, one more loop, and then this side maybe, this side maybe, and this side maybe, and that's it. Now we can actually this will be very big, so I will just create one more loop, and that's better, I think. So now we can select these two vertices, we can delete these vertices, we can select this section and this section, we can press EZ to extrude it to Z axis, we can press EZ again, and then we can just go to circle it, and we can press S to scale it like this, okay. This will act like buttons, so we'll just extrude it to Z axis again, little bit, extrude it to Z axis, and then we will just join it with F key. That is great. So now we will just create this section here, and for this we will just create some loops, inner loops, and this side as well, I think, and then we will just select this and delete the vertex. We will select the loop, we will just select EY to extrude it outside, EY to extrude it outside again, and we can just move it little bit outside, EY, EY, EY again, and from here we will just press EY, and we can scale it little bit, EY, scale it, EY, scale it again, and then finally we will just press F to fill out the faces. Now we will just select this and middle loops, and we can just move these outside like this, and actually like this, okay, in the x-axis only, and for some reason it moved to z-axis as well, so we'll just fix this issue. And if we want to move it to x-axis, yeah, that's fine, and that's it. Now we will just select everything, we will right click, we will just merge vertices by distance, we will press shift N for normals, and now if we apply everything, and you will see that we have a nice result, although these buttons are not good, and I'm not happy with these buttons, and also this type of problem here. So for that I think we can just go to edit mode. I will select this section. We will just press Control plus, like this till here, and we will just delete these vertices. And for this also I will just select this loop, Control plus, delete the vertices. Now again we will just go here and we will just select this button and this button, and we will keep it simple. So easy again, easy again, and then we can press ES to scale it, and then F to fill out the faces. And now you will see that these buttons will be absolutely fine and good as per our need. Also we can just select the this section, and we can create some loops here actually. And in fact if we, for example, select this edge and this edge, and if we delete this edge, sorry, not this edge, this face actually, then if, for example, we select this loop and this loop, and if we join these two loops, it is a better practice. Okay, so hopefully it will solve our issue, maybe. So this one and this one, and F4 loop, and now you can see it's quite suitable, but vertices are not joined here. That's why we are still getting the problem. So for that if for example, if we go to vertices and if we select everything and we merge vertices by distance, 0 vertices added, so that the problem is that we have some double vertices here, I think so. Okay, so I think if we select it and move it, we don't have any double vertex here, here as well, here as well, and that problem is something different, I think. So I don't know from where it's coming, so we can just add a loop here for now and a loop here as well. So maybe it give us a better result than before. So also here, and maybe it give us the better result. Okay, you can see that this is better result, although here we still have problems, but these problems we can just go to by distance again, and if we press Shift N, and it will not solve the issue, and these are some bad vertices areas here, but I will not go in detail with this. And if you want to fix these vertices, you can do so actually. Here you can see, if we move it, you can see this vertex is not joined with the other vertices, maybe, so that may be the issue. So you can join this vertex, for example, with this one maybe, so it can solve the issue. Okay, and similarly here, if we select this one, we can solve this issue. So here you can see now we have this smooth surface. So that's nice. We have a nice door now, and we want to add some texture to the door. I've created the texture for the door, so we can go to textures. We have door texture here, so we can go to UV editing, and then we can just add our texture right away here, and then we can just select the door, and then we can just go to material. We can add a new material. We can name this material as a door mat. Okay, and then we can just move this material to this side, and then we can add this to the color. Okay, so now you can see that we have a nice material on the door, but it's not organized. So we'll just go to tab, press tab, and then we can go to modifier as well, and we will just separate different sections. So first of all, I will just separate the handle. So we can just select this loop and this loop as well, and you can see these two loops are absolutely normal. We can select, right click, and actually we can press Ctrl E and mark seam, and then we have this inner section for the interior of the door. We can select this loop, I think. Yeah, this whole loop is selected. Now we can just right click and actually Ctrl E, and we can click mark seam, and this is also marked. Okay, and now the last thing is this sticker. We will just want to place this sticker here, so we can select certain sections. So for example, I want to select this section till here maybe, but before that I will just create a loop here so that we can differentiate some things. So here to here, and this one, and this one as well, and then this one and this one. So this section is selected. We can add mark seam. We can press A to select everything, U to unwrap, and then this is our unwrapped. So now we will select this section. Let's see what is this thing. So if we move it, I think this is the interior maybe. So no, nothing. Okay, where it is? Yeah, this section. No, I don't know what is this section. Later on we'll check it. Okay, we'll select this section, and you can see that, yeah, this is the interior. So we can press S to scale it, and we'll just place it to the black section, which is for interior. Okay, and now our interior is totally black. So now we will just select this section, and this is actually this thing, I think so. Yeah, this is the sticker. So after that we will select this thing, and this is actually from the handle. Okay, so these nodes are created from handle, I think so. So now you can see if we place it here, you can see handle is black as well. So we want it to be black. And then we have this thing. We can select this whole thing, and we can press S to scale it, and this is the main board of the door. We can just paste it here, and this will be also the main part of door, I think so. So we'll just move it to green section as well. So now you can see we have black and green, and yeah, everything is fine. So now the last thing is that we want to arrange the sticker. So we'll select this sticker section, and we will just move it to the right place, and we'll scale it. If we want to make this loop straight, we can select the loop. We can go to UV, we can go to align, and we can just align it auto. Okay, it will solve the issue. So now we will just select everything, and we can just rotate it if we want. And then we can just scale it. And to this side as well, and a little bit of rotation we need, I think. And that's it. And we can just select this loop. If you want to make it straight, you can do so with the same technique. I will not do so. And here we can just add it like this. Okay, So now you can see that we have this type of sticker which is not straight from here. So for solving this issue, you can just select this vertex and you can move this vertex up like this, and you can make it straight if you want to do so, and that's good. And if you want to solve this issue as well, you can select this section and you can just straighten these lines. So for example, select this one UV and align auto like this, so you can make it straight, and then you can definitely place it to the right sections if you want to do so. I will not go that in that much detail. I will just select this last loop UV and align auto, and then we will just keep it like this, and that's it. That will be our final result. And you can see that we have a nice door of our truck, and we have interior, exterior. One last thing I just remember. So that is the mirror. So for mirror, what we can do, we can actually add a new material to the mirror. We can just go to edit, we can just go to select the mirror section. So we can select, and before that we can go to material, we can add a new material. We will just select the mirror material. We have already created this material, so that this material we will implement in Unity actually. So we will select this polygon till here, till here, till here, till here, the internal part of the mirror, and then we can go to select the mirror and assign the material, and now you can see we have a nice door here. That's it for the door section. And before moving further, we will just go to our front body, and we can actually mirror this door. Okay, so now you can see this door, and also we have the material problem little bit. We don't have metallicness, so we will just add a 0.5 metallicness, and we will just decrease the roughness to 0.3, and this will add a better color. Okay, and I don't know why metallicness, although we use the same texture to this body, but this body is too light, and that is not too light. But anyhow, we will solve this issue later on. Now we'll go to modifier, and we can just enable these modifiers as well, and we will just apply the solidify. Okay, and now we will just add another modifier which is mirror, and it will mirror the door to another side. Okay, you can see we have a door to another side as well. So we have these doors, but in Unity or in games, definitely we need left and right doors separately. So for that purpose, we will just select everything here, and before that I will just enable the mirror. So here we have the mirror, so we will just apply the mirror. So now these objects are single object. Okay, this is the single object. So we will just go to edit mode, we will select we will just go to vertices, wireframe mode, and here we will just select the half of the door. Okay, this one door, and then we will right click, we will go to separate selection, and now this is a separate object. So now you can see that we have plane 1 and plane 2, and if we go to object mode, you can see this is the plane 1 and this is plane simple plane. So this is the right door, so we will just click here and we will name it right door, and then we will just double click here and we will click left door like this, and that's it. Our doors are ready. So now we will just select these two doors, and we will just drag drop these doors inside the truck itself. Okay, and now if we enable everything, we can enable it, but before enabling we will create the other sections as well, and then after that we will enable the whole body parts. Okay, so front body also we should enable it because we want to see the other results, which we will create the back body and other things as well. So that's nice. We have created the doors. In next video we'll move further.